Sawadee ka! I spent 8 days in Bangkok last July and I searched for different coffee spots while I was there. I must say, Thailand has really good coffee. I didn't expect it, to be honest, because they are more known for their Thai milk tea, which, by the way, I still love. Not to mention their stunning sights, wonderful food, and kind people. These cafes that I will be sharing with you today come with unique experiences that you would get from each cafe. So join me in this version of Coffee Wars! First up, I went to visit the neighborhood around Ari and visited Trust Cafe. It was a long walk going there from Ari Station, so consider going here in the afternoon or maybe just take a cab. There's an entrance fee of 50 baht which you can use to buy coffee or food at the cafe. Staff was very accommodating. I can tell they were smiling behind those masks. The presentation of the coffee was also nice. Nothing too fancy with the taste of their coffee though. Or maybe just try a different drink? Interiors were really cute. The mini park outside was even nicer. I'd consider going here with some friends to chill or catch up because the ambience is really cozy. Overall, it's an 8 out of 10. Also around Ari is another Instagrammable cafe called Thong Yoy. Just by looking at the facade, I can already tell that I will like it here. This place is so vibrant, I love it so much. They had some really interesting drinks and a lot of snacks to choose from. It's also a good place to buy something to bring home or to give to your friends. Honestly, it looks like a place where you should be bringing a date to, but I still enjoyed myself nonetheless. Look how cute this is. So this is my first time trying a shakerato. And I should have asked first what it is because it is not your typical coffee drink. It was strong. I still enjoyed myself though because I really liked the place and its overall vibe. Also an 8 out of 10 for me. Next, let's head to one of the famous shopping spots in Bangkok, Platinum Mall. By the entrance of the mall is 28 ml specialty coffee. It's just a small cafe, good enough for me to have my caffeine fix for the day because I'm so excited to shop. They have one of the best coffees I had so far, just right for my liking. And good price for a cup too. For that alone, I'm giving them an 8.5. Platinum Mall is a shopping heaven. What I like most about this place is that it's not much on knockoff brands, but more on local designers and shops. The best part? You will get good finds for very low prices. Every time I visit Bangkok, I make sure I spend one whole day here, and I implore you to do the same if you have any plans of visiting Bangkok. Platinum Mall is also near plenty of other shopping malls, all within walking distance with a convenient covered walkway that is also connected to the BTS. Make sure you check them out. By day 4, my mom and relatives arrived and I had to squeeze the coffee shops in our itinerary. And first stop in our itinerary was After the Rain Cafe. This one is outside Bangkok, so we rented a car to bring us there. Travel time was about an hour depending on the traffic, but it was so worth it. My cousin saw this in TikTok and suggested we go here. Shout out to my cousin because this was a very nice place. I told myself to try something different here, and since Thailand is also fond of coconuts, I said, why not try the coconut latte? I like the coffee a lot. But wait, it gets better. This place is an Instagram heaven. Taking the canoe is free of charge for those who will be dining in. When you go here, make sure you request to be seated by the water for a more nature tripping vibe. And if that's not enough, the food here is also very delicious. I highly recommend that you visit this place. This is a 10 for me. Just around the same area is another Instagrammable cafe with a different vibe. Bubble in the Forest. This one has a more resort feel, where after the rain was more into the wilderness. You will want to chill here. This place is just so picturesque. A few tips here. You might want to reserve ahead if you want the better huts. Also, try going here in the afternoon when the sun is not too out there. Okay, I didn't order coffee anymore because I might have palpitations. But I couldn't skip not showing this despite not tasting their coffee. It's just too beautiful not to share. We also just had lunch at After the Rain, so all that we ordered here are some snacks and cold drinks. I had Italian soda instead. Just look how interesting it is. Just by looking at their menu though, their food also looks delicious. I do not recommend going here if you're traveling solo. It's best enjoyed with some company. This is a strong 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Parang sila mga baliw.
The next day, I had to go solo again because I needed to work. I stayed at Kaarom Specialty Coffee in Chatuchak, a famous weekend market. And I picked the best cafe to work in. This place is conducive for work and their coffee is glorious. I will rate it with a 9 out of 10. Their coffee is really great. Chatuchak is almost empty during weekdays, so I had to see it again over the weekend. And boy was I happy to come back. Bargains galore. Just when I thought my shopping was done when I went to Platinum, I was so wrong. This place is good for buying souvenirs, clothes, even artwork. Oh, and food? The best boat noodles I have tried. Please make sure to check out the Chatuchak Weekend Market if you have a weekend in your itinerary. On to something more exciting. We headed to King Power Mahanakon Skywalk, and I visited the other cafe. Mahanakon is one of the tallest skyscrapers in Thailand, so you'll definitely get a good view of the whole of Bangkok in the observatory deck. If you plan to visit this place, and I highly suggest you do so, do book them in Klook for a better deal. I'll also leave the link in the description box. Apart from getting a very good view, they also boast a thrilling experience where you will walk on clear glass floors. Oh, the coffee, right. They have plenty of drinks to choose from, and it's really good. Then you get to enjoy it while marveling at the view. We weren't able to stay for sunset or the night lights because we had dinner reservations somewhere else. But if I were to be asked, I'd rather spend sunset and a little nighttime to see the city lights here. Overall, this is a solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. The next day, we booked a tour with Klook to visit Ayuthaya. This is an action-packed day and I was on a quest to look for coffee. So first up in our itinerary today, we made a quick visit to Bang Pain Palace for some cool photos. No coffee here, but I did manage to have some Thai milk tea. Next, we stopped over at Central Ayuthaya for a sumptuous lunch. Don't underestimate the food courts in Thailand. Or maybe because they just have good food in general. Next, we went to see the ruins in Wat Yai Chai Mongkol. I like architecture and ruins, and this one right here is an ancient Buddhist temple. Okay. I feel like I'm going to fail my mission to find coffee this day, but at least I get to see these beautiful sights. Next was Wat Ratchabundara. This part was interesting because we wore traditional Thai outfits that our tour guide suggested. It was a bunch of ruins as well. But this time, we had so much fun because of our costumes. You can say we were
Excuse
feeling
me.
the fantasy.
Ba't ganyan po yung sapatos niyo?
I mean, really feeling the fantasy.
Queen Susana.
Susana.
And I'm Queen Nakaya.
Nadanya, a queen. How about you, princess? Princess!
Ay, nagtigilan niyo na ako.
The last leg of our tour was Wat Mahathat. At this point, we were already tired and just wanted to see the infamous tree with Buddha's face. And just when I was about to give up on my coffee quest, there came Sanoh Ayuthaya. It was a beautiful cafe with some very relaxing scenery. But our tour guide kept nagging us to move along. He said we needed to avoid traffic, so we needed to leave. Would have been a good place to rest and chill after that action-packed day. We just had coffee to go, but it was still really nice. I would rate it with a 9 out of 10, but might change if we stay there a little longer. If you're interested with this tour, I will also share the link in the description box. If you're traveling with a group, I recommend this because they will pick you up at the hotel and it's really convenient. Bangkok is really magical. I always have a good time whenever I visit this place. Apart from the very nice coffee shops I visited, I hope you found my guide helpful if you plan to visit Bangkok soon. Till next time, bye!
Go.
Let's go!
Kabilis maglakad.
Look for the for the enemy. You!